Good time to use it, huh?
Are you kidding? I gotta save it for a special occasion.
This one's going to be a low-key short theory video. Somebody asked me this in the comments. What was the significance behind Hawkeye's trick arrow being like a party favor where it pops and it spreads the confetti everywhere? I don't think Hawkeye was actively trying to kill Riri, Kate, or Kamala. And the reason why I say that is when they go into the Quinjet, the very first thing he does is he fires a explosive arrow. He does not fire the explosive arrow into the Quinjet, which could have been easy. We see a shot that he takes later on where he banks his shot off of a panel on the wall to go around the corner to continue chasing after all of them. That was the confetti arrow. The confetti arrow wouldn't have done anything. If he had explosive arrows, he could have easily fired an explosive arrow around the corner. The explosion would have knocked Kamala and Riri forward, and it would have probably killed Kate. Instead, it bounces off the side. Kamala deflects it with the shield. Kate catches it, and she's super excited to get her hands on a trick arrow. I honestly think that from the conversation that is basically had between the three girls about the fact that they have to hurry up, they have to get into the Quinjet, they have to get whatever's inside the Quinjet, scavenge it, and get on out of there because they have been dealing with Hawkeye on and off consistently for quite literally like the last few weeks to maybe even the last few months to how knows how long. He's essentially been just, I wouldn't really say hunting them because he doesn't seem as though he's out to try and kill them, but he has been messing with them for a significant period of time. If he wanted to kill them, firing the explosive arrow into the Quinjet would have killed all three of them. Like, instantly would have killed all three of them. If he was a mindless zombie, he would have probably just straight up attacked them straight forward when they were inside the Quinjet. Instead, we know that he has a level of his mental faculties still a part of his being, because we see when Okoye shows up and she's observing the Quinjet with Wanda's thralls, he kind of walks through the sea of red-eyed zombies, kind of like, am I supposed to be here? I mean, I see Okoye and I know Okoye, so maybe I can figure out what's going on with the zombie Okoye since she's speaking. And then Okoye basically tells him, like, oh, I'm going to give you a gift from our queen. And then you see his eyes go from white to red, showing that he's lost control of his will and he's now being controlled directly by Wanda. It looks as though the time frame for zombies getting back some level of their humanity or their wits is a couple of years, depending on the person that has essentially been infected. Because we know that Captain Marvel, she's a zombie, but she's not under the control of Wanda because her eyes are not red. Like, her and Icarus are fighting. Whatever the beef was that started that initial fight, they are now fighting for the love of the game. Icarus is just going to consistently attempt to kill her, and Captain Marvel is killing anybody that comes into that area for who knows what reason, if she even has her mental faculties still with her. For everyone else, they usually go from white-eyed with some level of control to red-eyed where they're being manipulated by Wanda. Clint doesn't get manipulated by Wanda until he runs into Okoye, which means that he was basically within his right zombie mind, I guess you could say, when he was attacking the girls. Because if he was just straight up out to kill them, he would have got their asses up out of there with that very first shot. Especially since Friday didn't detect the shot until it was already inside of her head, and then it detonated and it was like, we are under attack or something along those lines. But yeah, no, I think that he was essentially training Kate, and if the trick arrow had essentially gone off, it would have been one of those situations where Kate would have probably been like, why fire a confetti arrow at me? Like, what's the deal with the confetti arrow? Because we see that Kate is bawling. She takes those, she notches 2 arrows, fires the first one, which disengages Hawkeye from firing his bow, fires the second one, which hits him dead center mass. then she knocks 2 more as she's running, and he goes to take the shot, and she fires the first one, which wobbles him a little bit. Then he fires the trick arrow, which bounces around the corner. I feel like the trick arrow was something along the lines of like, hey, congratulations. You've been out here surviving. You're another person rocking the bow. I have no idea where you came from because, of course, they have not met yet. Clint and Kate don't meet MCU timeline-wise until way after Endgame. That did not occur. But she is still a Hawkeye fan because he saved her life during the events of the first Avengers movie. So I feel like the meaning behind the trick arrow was sort of like a congratulations, or Clint trying to establish some level of connection slash communication with Kate. Like, hey, maybe he's really not trying to kill us, or maybe we should try and like talk to him to see what's going on. But he never got that chance because, of course, like literally 3 seconds later, Wanda shows up. Well, not Wanda, Okoye shows up, and Wanda dominates his mind. But that's just me. If you've got a different theory behind the trick arrow, let me know. I saw this question a ton in the comment section asking about what was the deal with the trick arrow. So I figured I'd just pull up, give my 2 cents about it, and then push on to the next video. Peace.